everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to look at the Element by Anasounds. So before we get started, if you like this demo at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I use in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I really appreciate if you go and check them out. So the Element is actually a spring reverb system, including real spring reverb tanks, which is actually quite a rare concept in the pedal world. So Anasounds actually went to sought after one of the most classic amp reverbs, being the twin reverb, and they've achieved this by using all analog circuitry and actually having real spring reverb tanks. And you can actually get three different options. So we have Le Bon, La Brute, and Le Truand, which is the good and the bad and the ugly. Now these are basically three different sizes. We have the big one, which is kind of like what you find in most spring reverb amps, and then we have a medium sized one and a small one. The whole design philosophy between this is to actually have these spring reverb tanks mounted to your pedal boards, either on top so you can see the fancy wood design, or underneath so it's a bit discreet. Now you do have a separate standard size pedal to control the parameters for the spring reverbs as well, and that's just connected to the actual spring reverb tanks via RCA cables. And they also come with these little rubber mounts, so you can have it mounted to your pedal boards, and if you're playing live, the drummer's big kick drum won't actually affect the spring reverb and make it crash out. Or you could have it on top and kick the spring reverb tank slightly to get some crazy crashing spring reverb tones as well. So on the front of the pedal that actually controls the tanks, we have a simple output volume, which goes from 100% dry to 100% wet for the reverb, which is really cool. And then we have a 2-band active EQ with bass and treble. There's also a toggle switch in the middle that actually allows you to go to a saturated mode, which actually saturates the springs to get some really unique reverb as well. You can even get overdrive / fuzzy stuff out of it, which is a really cool feature. I've played many spring reverb pedals that are actually like digital emulations, and because I had so many years with my old Silverface twin reverb, none of these actually ever did it justice in my opinion. So actually having an analog spring in a pedal, say even if it was a small format, is going to get you much closer, but having something to control these different tanks, but it's definitely the best approach to getting a spring reverb on your pedal boards. And most pedal boards have space to mount one of these tanks underneath, whether it be the big one or the really small one, so this is a really killer setup. So we're going to check out the actual features of the controller with the big spring reverb tank. I chose this because this is a tank that is literally the same as what you get in my spring reverb loaded combos, so that's going to get as closest to the original spring reverb sound. Then after we've had a look at the features on the controlling pedal, then we're going to do a straight up comparison between the different tanks from the biggest to the smallest, both clean and with a little bit of dirt as well. So the guitar I'm using today is this Macmull T-Classic, which is a great vintage style Telecaster. The amp I'm using is my Hamstead Artist 60 Plus RT, which is a great clean pedal platform amp, probably one of my favourites. That's running through the Tone King, just to attenuate ever so slightly, and then being recorded by a Lewitt MTP 440 dynamic microphone, which is like an SM57 with a tiny bit more bass. So the Macmull T-Classic straight into the amp sounds like this. So there we have it. That was a look at the Element Spring Reverb bundle from Anasounds. This is a really killer option if you want a real spring reverb for your pedal board, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Having a little controller pedal to tailor the output volume, the mix, and the 2-band active EQ, and even get some more experimental reverb tones with the saturation toggle switch is really killer. But the fact that you can get all different tanks as well, if you want a tiny one just to hide on your pedal board, or if you want the big one to get the most realistic spring reverb from a combo amp sound there is. This is a really cool and clever solution to getting a real spring reverb. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've played many pedals that try and simulate spring reverb via digital emulation, and none of them even come close. So having a real spring reverb that's 100% analog on your pedal board is the next best thing, and this system really does sound great. Let me know down in the comments if you like this system and if you think you go and pick one up. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to the Anasounds Element and all the gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this demo video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I've played more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.